I'll be reacting to Police in a Pod episode 3. I'll be watching it off of Funimation's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 3, 2, 1, go! Kadokawa. I always love that bird-winged creature in the logo. I think it looks pretty cool, actually. Bang! And that bing noise, too, from the... since I like the opening, I'm not going to skip it. Da-na-na-na. I just like how it sounds like someone gets shot in the fucking opening. And I just like how the men are... I mean, not the men. The animators are men or women of culture with those gluteus maximus shots. I'm like, animators, I know what you're doing. And you're doing a damn good job, too, so to speak. Because them shots, they look damn good. And saying that whenever we're going to get to do with the weird hairstyle, he looks fucking hilarious. I can't wait to see him. And the glasses chick looks pretty cool, too. I really hope they get some good amounts of screen time. Especially to do with the hairdo, though. He seems like he's going to argue with our girls a fuckload. And I can't wait. I always love seeing protags anime challenged. Because usually that when they're pushed to the breaking points or near it, that's when you see them at their best or their worst. Seems like Kawaii's going to go through some sad shit in the series, though. Going by how the way she's posing in that opening, her body language doesn't look like it comes from someone that's absolutely happy about their circumstances. Although I'm saying it looks like it's going to be a girl Fuji arguing with the dude with the weird hairstyle, which, you know what? I can't wait for that shit. Huh. Senju, that's a badass sounding name. Ha! I like how the situation immediately became more awkward. Huh. I like how it says "Gambarimasu." This is so fucking cute. Oh, oh man. Oh man, she has such good intentions too. Oh, I don't know if you should have said. I like how they have digs at each other. Damn! There's definitely no love lost between these two. Holy shit. That explains why they were talking with such familiarity. I mean, seemingly that's the only thing she really does, Seiko, though. Like, whenever Seiko has dialogue, she always talks about her job. She never wants to talk about other things. So I could see why Kawai would have that perspective. I'd probably have the same perspective, too, if I were in her spot. In that seat. I always love how they make certain facial shots really fluid and detailed looking to add a comedic effect. It works so perfectly in the series. I like how it's become a pissing match now, so to speak. I wouldn't blame the anger though. I love how she's such a fucking pro that she says it with a fucking smile on her face. I want the last time someone stood up, they regretted wanting to talk to a man. Whoa. You could tell the thirst is massive here, the way she be talking. Why would anyone feel resentful towards a person like that, though? I wouldn't see why. I mean, Pepe energy would hopefully also spread out to the people around the Pepe manager. I'm just saying. Dang. Can only hope the day comes where a girl has much more counter arguments. I can only hope. I feel so bad for guys sometimes. For that very reason. I gotta admit, the way they actually animated the rain actually looked pretty good. Aww. Oh. But that's realistic though. When you lose someone, you kind of do lose a bit of your vibrant energy that you had before. Aww. Jeez. The thing is, though, sometimes it's the well, it depends. Sometimes it could be the woman dying first, the husband. You really wouldn't know in life. You can't really predict the cards that life's gonna deal you sometimes. Oh man. Hmm. Well, honestly, it depends on the person, though. Sometimes people actually do live up to the hype that they make themselves. It really depends. Oh boy. I'm so. Oh man. This fucker though. Whoa. She looked like she was about to have a heart attack with the way she reacted. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna blame feeling that way. Well, considering that her daughter has a social life, I could see what, at least seemingly has a social life. I could see why she'd value her own reputation. Oh man, I really do hope she cleans up her act for the sake of her grandson, though. Aww. Oh, it's like she fucking became a different person with the way she be talking now. Yeah. It's like I'm staring at a freaking different woman. Okay, this was fucking good. I'm gonna be surprised if he did call up the daughter, though. Yeah, I had a feeling he was gonna do that. And it makes sense too because this man feels like he's got more connections with his family than our main girls. Well, when it comes to like dealing with people and all that. Maybe it was a misunderstanding that he cleared up. That's my guess. Oh. You know, this series actually really excels in the quieter moments like this, though, where there's no comedy. Like, the series is really fucking good when it's comedy, but when it's something like this, it also excels. And the music, too, playing in the background, really helps set the mood. And sometimes to do the right thing, you sometimes just need a nudge from someone else in the right direction. Yeah, this dude's a fucking pro. I wonder if it's going to be something serious now. Much of me. Oh shit. Looks like things might potentially go down. I'm not guaranteeing it, but it's looking like that might actually end up being the case. Yes! So more Minamoto. I love this man. Do's and don'ts when using the park. I actually like the way they draw some of the symbols. They're kind of cute. I mean, oh man. It's like he wants to get slapped. Is this good like a fucking addict to pain? Gotta admit, the Utah's pretty balls to be picking fights with someone like. I feel so bad for the mother having to deal with this shit. And with the way she says it too, she sounds like she's given up and things like that. Makes you feel really bad for her. And with that, Yuta's probably going to do the same shit again. He's going to cause trouble. And some. Well, yeah, not just that. But we don't know if she became like that because her son started causing trouble, or if her son became that way because of a lack of attention from his mother. Like, you never really know in these type of situations unless you're in the ground. And when I mean in the ground, unless you're either around the person or you start doing a lot of questioning, one of the two. Reasonable. It's always best to play it safe because even an accidental death could be made to look like. No, I meant to say even a Intentional death could sometimes be made out to be an accidental-looking death, depending on how someone sets it up. So I could see why examinations for every death out to the hospital would be necessary. Because it's always better to be safe than sorry. Yo, I think Kawhi hasn't really seen a dead body yet. I'm actually real curious as to how she'd react in a situation like this, actually. Oh shit. Okay, thought for okay, I thought for a second Utah was gonna like did something crazy or something. Well, I mean, with someone with her circumstances, who would have a positive attitude, though? Yeah, they bringing in a whole fucking squad. Holy. But sometimes primitive is what works best. I'm assuming first by checking the body parts to see if there's any like physical trauma. Oh, that's actually a nice little detail to get the cultural differences of how they handle investigations here versus other nations. Anyway, I like little touches like that. Oh man. Oh. Oh man, I don't want to imagine the smell there. I mean, she's pretty new. I mean, yeah, I guess our girl could use a little bit of composure. Whoa! I like this. I mean, Minamoto's a little bit more, how should I say it? Lighter when it comes to his words versus our other girl. That's cute. Again, it further shows you how much of a people's person he is. Maybe a wound in the back or something, or maybe an injection of a needle. Oh, I thought for a second there might have been like a little poke as to a needle entering inside the body or something. Oh. Oh, that is some damn sweet polite. That is some damn cool politeness there. At least I know in the U.S., some cops are lacking in politeness. Well, I'm not saying all cops in the U.S., just a certain portion. But then again, I'm assuming Japan is also rude and not so nice cops too. So I guess it's like that everywhere. Hmm. I like this. At the very least, when it comes to Yuta and his mother, at least it shows us that Oh, that's where the shot came from. At the very least, it shows us that these two, at heart, are good people, even though the son does some things that are a little bit questionable. There's actually a really dang nice scene here. And that's a lot coming from her, too. I mean, this is definitely the most yeah, honestly, what she's doing is admirable. Hopefully, though, this causes her son to change, at least for the better. At the very least, you know? I mean, you didn't notice because when you're younger, you don't notice things until either it's too late or until it's right in front of your face and then you notice it sometimes. That's just how life is sometimes. That's why there's a saying that goes, we learn too late sometimes. Oh, okay. At least we can polite. I like the shock in their faces, though. Oh man, the way would you say that too? But hey, that's some character development for Utah here. Oh, it's over. Okay, this was actually a really good episode. I'm gonna give this one an 8.25 out of 10. And let me explain why. This episode proved that Police in a Pod doesn't need to be comedic center to be good. It can be serious and it can still be good. And that's impressive because there are some anime over the last few years that only are good when they're funny, but when they try seriousness, they suck. Or there are anime that are serious, but when they try those rare bits of comedy, they suck. This series so far can handle comedy and it can handle dramatic sequences without sucking, which is a freaking miracle because some anime are known for having terrible tonal whiplash effects. No, not just some, a fuckload of anime are known for doing that. Thankfully, though, this series has a degree of maturity and professionalism in its writing where it, at the very least, feels like everything is running with a sense of purpose, not just done just for the fuck of it. And that's what I'm liking about the episode so far. Now, aside from that, there were other elements I really liked about this episode, though. I do like the fact that. Oh, okay, it's back. Oh, that's it. Well, then. Here's something I really, really dug about this episode. Now, what I really liked about this is the episode not only did it show off its ability to handle seriousness pretty well, I like the fact that this episode had that emotional moment with Yuta finally going to school of his own free will, especially after realizing how much his mother's done for him. I thought that was a beautiful scene. So, had well-timed, emotionally impactful moments to its credit. And something that I really found impressive about this episode too was that aside from the nice, powerful, impactful messaging, I like how we see the unique approach about how certain cops handle it when it comes to doing things like, say, dealing with dead bodies and how respectful they are towards the dead bodies. I thought that was actually pretty nice to its credit. And it gave the episode a bit more uniqueness, if you ask me. So that's why I really dug what the episode did so far. Then, aside from that, I gotta say, I love Minamoto. actually love the fact that when it comes to him, we get a lot of this characterization at once. We get to see that he's competent. He likes to argue a lot against Fuji, but his heart's in the right place, like how he was able to talk things out with the family in the first half of the episode to patch up their relationships. And then in the second half, we see his maturity when they're dealing with the dead body of Yuta's father. So there were a lot of cool scenes involving Minamoto, and it made him a memorable character. So I liked characterization for him. I liked how they showed off his intelligence too, his level-headedness. I mean, my goodness, the man was filled with swagger. So I got zero complaints to any scene regarding him. He was a damn cool character. Aside from that, I love the comedic bits with Fuji and Kawaii when they're reacting to the fact that Yuta went to school. That was hilarious and adorable. I love moments like that. And I love how Fuji can be subtly competitive too, because you can tell she's got a little bit of competitiveness when talking about the Minamoto fellow. When she tries to fucking find ways of digging back at him is pretty funny. And I love this. The poutiness really makes her an even more lively character than she already was to begin with. So that's why I gotta give credit where credit's due to the episode from a character standpoint. And the animation quality worked. It wasn't the prettiest episode ever, but it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty nice looking, with the scenes that were really comedic having a nice little dosage of extra visual fidelity. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the bit, share, comments, or subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more, because I'm definitely reacting to the next episode. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode, and I hope you have a fun, great, safe, and fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.